This video will help you with the process of creating a combo box in an Access form. Basically, a combo box is just a choose an item from a list box. In this case, what we're going to do is on a certain form, we want to see a certain customer's information, so we'll have a combo box, a drop-down box with a list of customers' names, and then you choose the one you want. Here's a form that is partly done, and there's a space up here at the top where we're going to say that we want to create the combo box. See, we have to be in the design view of the form, and we have to have the Form Tools Design tab open. There are 3 tabs there. We want the Design tab. My philosophy is, if you don't find it on one tab, just go look on another tab. It's there somewhere. If you know what it is, then you can find it. Makes life much easier. I can't see all of my boxes here, so I'm going to click the More button so I can get down to see all of the choices, you see. Depending on your computer, you might see them all. One thing I do want to be sure that I have chosen is Use Control Wizards. Makes a lot, I mean, you can do it without the wizards, but it's just a lot easier if you use the wizards. And the box that we're looking for here is the one for the combo box, and that is, if you look on your screen, it's going to be, that's the list box, and this one's going to be the combo box. You see the tooltip, if you hover over a tip, it will show what it is. Okay, just for a second or two. Anyway, so we want a combo box. All right, and it's lit. Let's come down now into our space where we want to put it, which is right here. And you notice that there's now a little plus. I think if I zoom in, no, it doesn't show it if I zoom in. Oh well. A little plus sign, so that's, we're going to add a combo box. And now click, yeah, more or less in the right place. Just click. And now we start the wizard. We were told in the instructions that I'm going to find a record that's in my form based on the value I select in the combo box. That's the one we'll choose. You could do other ways in different circumstances. Then we'll click Name, Customer Name for what we want to choose from. Click Next. And then they would put the key column for you to see by default, but we'll say no thanks, we don't want to see it. We'll hide it. And then the name column just a little bit too skinny, so I'm going to double click and let the computer set the width so I don't have to check them all. And we'll click Next. And what do we want to call it? Well, I want to have a shortcut key for them to use if they want to. And so then in this case, I'm going to use an ampersand to indicate that's where you'll underline the letter of which shortcut key to use. So I'm going to type ampersand name to find. See, it looks like this. That way when it's done, it will have an underscore N so that you could press Alt N to get to the shortcut key. And click Finish. Sure enough, we have an underline on name. Okay. And let's switch views. Let's go over to the form view. Sure enough, isn't that just dandy? Oh, look at it. It's still not quite wide enough, is it? Well, I can fix that. Let me go back and fix it. Oh, I'm making it too long this way, aren't I? Here, let me make that field just a little bit wider. How about that? I bet that'll do it. And then I did want to show you, this is pretty confusing, but if we'll click back on the name field, and if I wanted to move it, I can go get the four-headed. Oh, it's so tricky, and I'm not a good mouse driver. And I could move it. You think you're moving the one on top of the other, but if you release it, you'll see that you did actually move them both. So you might probably for this form want to make that, oh, I can't get that mouse to go, line it up kind of, I don't know, right up above the other column, something like that. Let's go see what we have here. Form view. Yeah, looks good. And if I used Alt N, I could get to the box, and then I could type if I wanted to. What's one of the names? Anyway, I'll leave that for you to play with, but that you could get to one of those to type. So, not so bad, eh? You can do it.